last year, get your hands up. I know that money tight, they send me check like I should stash some, but we gon' ball for the night.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies now have a swagger about them, and they don't mind doing a little jawing. If they ruffle some feathers along the way, Jaren Jackson Jr. said, it's nothing new to us. We don't care. If they get mad, great. If they don't, that's fine too. We're going to have fun regardless. We're going to keep talking. Guys, they're going to keep playing as well.
You're right. And they play well. David, thanks. With teams still figuring out rotations, Brent, at this point of the season, many players are unsure about their status in the lineup.
Yeah, if you're not a veteran team or a team that's been together for a lot of years, Kevin, this is about battling for minutes to show you're capable of handling that responsibility, and that mentality is important to the coaching staff. So you got to be ready. You got to be prepared for those minutes. You got to produce.
Now Sacramento's starting five. The backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Sabonis is out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Barnes in at the three, the small forward. And for Memphis, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the four. And it's Brooks in at the three spot. And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Morant drives in. Here's Adams. Rebound by the Kings. Now Herter driving inside. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Not settling for jump shots there as Herter gets his way on the drive.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Tate. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The pass to Herter. 6 to shoot. To the middle. The kick out to Fox. Another three for Sacramento.
Well, I love the fire right here that Fox is playing with. You sink three, he's looking to come back and get you.
Back in 2020, De'Aaron Fox signing a massive extension, Greg. 5 years and $163 million.
Yeah, and Kevin, every NBA hopeful wants that second contract. Credit to De'Aaron for working his tail off and earning every penny of that deal.
Here's Fox following the score by Memphis. Pass to Tate. Kings moving the ball around. Sabonis inside. Adams defending.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Fox with the steal. He doesn't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant against Fox. And a wide open look for Payne. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
No good on that one. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. And he sinks the second.
When it comes to teams that have struggled in recent years, the Kings come to mind. And those recent years actually extend out a lot longer than anyone wants to admit. It's just been one tough season after another. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's Fox. Shoots over Morant. And that one hits back iron. And through the Kings' struggles, Brent, they've had many good players. But it's hard to believe they haven't reached the playoffs since 2006.
Yeah, it's really a head-scratcher, Kevin. And you can see that they're hungry. They want to get back to the postseason, but they just need some continuity. They need some guys to really pull together. And in order for all of that to happen, they've got to establish an identity. And under this new coach, that'll happen.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now, here's Fox. Here's Barnes to the left wing. Here's Tate. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Leading by 5.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
That's good from Morant. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 7. Morant against Mitchell. Morant with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Ja Morant. And here is Monk. Shot to stop the run. Murray, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Outside, Jones. Pass to Watford. Unloads from 9. And he connects with the jumper.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Monk, the pass to Medu. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Inside, Aldama, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And no quit. Just keep playing the right way, stay aggressive, and try to battle back.
Hits it from three-point range.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Mitchell. And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got his second basket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Jones, the pass to Watford. And he converts the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Kings trail by 10. Outside, Davis. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Mitchell against Jones. Pass to Monk for the three.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Jones. Monk defending. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open look. Conchar can't get it to go.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Takes it from 10. Got a piece of it. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. He drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The kick out to Barnes. Off target with his 3. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The Kings have made a lot of moves to shake up their roster. De'Aaron Fox says, I think the mood is definitely better. It's like a breath of fresh air. Getting a feel for each other and seeing the chemistry come to fruition is huge. Success isn't always immediate with trades and signings, so we look toward the future. Kevin, back to you.
That's all they can do. Okay, thanks, DA. Now, here's Fox. Following the miss by John Morant. Fox against Morant. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Fox.
Well, trying to figure out ways to score through contact, De'Aaron Fox does not back down.
Here's Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Fox. He has 6. Sabonis' screen on Morant. Here's Fox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
Fox surveying that time. Hard to cover when he's got options.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And Concha is subbed in for Morant.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
The Kings trail by 14. Here's Fox. He's got 8. Sabonis high post. Tries again. Conchar pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bain passes to Clark. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Fox with the rebound. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Right side, Fox. Off target from outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Bain kicks to Brooks. No good on the 3. The Kings have drawn 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Fox, the bounce pass. Tate against Clark. From 11 feet away, offensive rebound, Sabonis, and the rejection by Jackson. Here's Bain. Here's Clark. The pass to Concha. Kicks it to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Barnes against Brooks. Bain for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Tate with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. And it's good, 2 points. Fox has got 10 points.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I know one thing the Kings wanted to focus on this season, and Brent, that was defense.
Well, they're a team that's been at the bottom of the league on the defensive ratings for quite some time. And one way to remain competitive is to bring your defensive intensity on a nightly basis. It's going to be a point of emphasis for this new coaching staff to get these guys on board.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Watford's checked in, and it's Williams in for Dylan Brooks.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Now, here's Mitchell. Over Jones. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That one goes. Count it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes to Davis. 1:56 left in the first half. Herder on the wing. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
You wonder with talent around him how much more Kevin Herter's offensive game can grow.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim. So good idea to take the 3 in transition.
1:31 left in the first half. Pass to Herter. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams passes to Watford. And stolen by Murray. Here's Herter. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
So it's Sacramento now, after Memphis gets the 3. Here's Mitchell. Here's Medu. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Medu's got his 2nd basket of the game. Jones against Mitchell. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Mitchell. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Herter on the wing. There's the screen. 7-foot shot. Got a hand on it. Here's Watford. He's defended by Herter. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
Well, I think for Memphis, they've been incredible out the gate. You could see this coming. We've talked about this, and the way they prepared for the season was tremendous.
And now let's look back on that first half of play, one that has not been pretty for the Sacramento Kings.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, they just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
It's just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court right now for the Kings, the backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Jayshawn Tate out there with Sabonis. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Now, here's Fox. Nice D from Brooks.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Herder. They get it back. Tate, no good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Count it. Adams has got 6 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here's Tate. No good on the triple.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
To the paint. Out to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
The Kings have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year voting.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Domantas Sabonis is one of the best passing big men in the league. He said, sharing the ball is contagious. Everyone feels confident and knows they'll get touches, which makes the game fun. That can build chemistry on a young team. Kevin?
And David, we know how important that is. And we thank you for your report. Sacramento making a switch here. Monk's checked in.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
It's good. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential. I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Sabonis. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. And it's Fox with the jam.
Continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox off to a good start.
Morant with it. Sabonis defending. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Yeah, just one turnover in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second half. He is not doing a good job of keeping the ball in his mitts.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge play.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Let's give a warm welcome to your Grizzlies breakers.
The Kings have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Fox. Goes back up. Sabonis, no good.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now, here's Monk. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Tate. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Adams with the screen on Fox. Morant dishes to Adams. Fox against Morant. The feed to Jackson. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now, here's Monk. No good with the triple. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young...
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Fox. He's got 12. Barnes outside. Now Tate. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis. And yes, it's good. Sabonis has got 6.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Morant kicks to Brooks. And the basket is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Tate finds Fox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Kings will go for a different look here. That's who's checked in for Sabonis. Murray comes in for Tate. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Barnes. And Davion Mitchell's subbed in for Monk. And it's the Kings with the ball, following the score by Memphis. Fox passes to Mitchell. The 3 from Davis. Excellent D there from Williams. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoff. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Medu. Dishes it to Fox. They set the pick. And the pass to Medu. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And the Kings making a change here. Herter's checked in.
Substitution, Kevin Herter.
Here's Herter. Just 3 to shoot. Rebound by Williams.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
They get it again. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. It's Jones on the wing. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams up on top. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Watford, that's good.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's Memphis, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Williams, and it's Watford in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Lyles with a wide-open look. And he stays with it. Outside, Davis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. It's stolen by Lyles. Mitchell with it. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I feel like there's been an old-school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Kings have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. Passes it to Lyles, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
That's a tough break there. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Len with a screen on Morant. And here's Davis for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here's Morant. Williams with a clean look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now, here's Mitchell. To the inside. Len. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, he's going to be in the paint is Alex Len, and he's good at forcing the defense to come in and take some chances. Whacked him that time.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Mitchell dishes to Monk. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft. And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Lyles with the screen. Here's Mitchell. No good. Shot missing. Morant with some nice D. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 10-2 run here. And finished off by Morant.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant. Sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Morant. Looking to end his cold spell. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
Love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Now, here's Monk, guarded by Bain. Mitchell kicks to Barnes. Len sets a screen for Barnes. Trying to find Len, gets it to him. And that one, good. Len's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you got to set up a quality screen, and right there, Alex Len does a great job, rolls with purpose in that pick and roll.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Kings. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Some changes for Memphis. Adams comes in for Clark, and Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. Then for the Kings, Sabonis, he's checked in for Alex Len. That too comes in for Lyles. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Harrison Barnes. Left side, Jones. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Down low, goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, Sabonis just taking that hit and finding a way to finish.
Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Monk. And a couple years ago, the NBA played with a 72-game schedule. Think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
Mitchell outside. This one for three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Sabonis inside. Adams on him. Back to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Tate off with the layup. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. On the wing, Bain. Three-pointer, Brooks. Second shot opportunity, missed. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. The bench was huge tonight. They came through. How big was their performance?
That just shows you that whoever's coming in the game, just be ready. We got the next man up. When your number is called, just be ready to play. Help us win ball games.
Well, they did that tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
like the King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, they I'm back there. And I'm not no fashionista, but I'm fly though.